Hello again, everyone. It's me, Marta. I'm going to welcome our first guest tonight. You're going to hear from Shayla, who's a person who facilitated many street libraries and story gardens, which we now call the Street Library. Shayla's going to tell us about her experience and what being part of ATD movement is meant for her in her life. Shayla?
Hi, my name is Shayla. I started volunteering at the Story Garden in Brownsville in January 2017. I remember feeling so nervous and anxious the first time I went to the Brownsville houses. I didn't know how the kids would respond to me. The Story Garden exceeded my expectations and shocked me. Despite living in poverty and an area that is sometimes violent or dangerous, the children were so loving, so kind, and so welcoming. I looked forward to seeing them every week and couldn't wait to spend time with them. We read, played, and did art together. Story Garden is a safe place that brings the community together and fosters positivity. My experience with Story Garden has been life-changing. I wanted to volunteer to give back and help make a change, but I had no idea how it would change my life. The children of Brownsville and my experience at Story Garden inspired me to change my career and go to grad school to get my master's degree in early childhood education. I just received my degree last summer, and I'm hoping to teach in a Brownsville school this upcoming school year. I love the Brownsville community, and I'm so thankful to ATD for all they do there and for allowing me to be a part of it.
Thank you, Shayla. That's very touching. Very, the Story Garden, I think, changes all of us. And now we are going to move to some music from one of our friends, Ben Rosenblum, who's going to play an original jazz composition called Cheerful. He's a friend of Josie Ann, who you'll meet later. So, Ben, take it away.
Hello, ADT Fourth World. My name is Ben Rosenblum. I'm a jazz pianist and accordionist based in New York City. And for this virtual open mic night, I wanted to perform one of my compositions entitled Tell Me What. Also goes by the name Cheerful Piece, and I wanted to just bring some nice positive vibes to the evening. Hope you enjoy, and thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ben. That is awesome. I love that. Easy listening. I hope you all grab a glass of wine or your favorite drink because our next piece is going to be a favorite from the olden days. Who remembers John Denver? Yes, our friend Xin Wang is going to play a wonderful tune, Go Back Home Again. Xin and his ukulele, take it on.
There's a storm across the valley, clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulder. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile more away. The whining of his wheel just makes it colder. He's an hour away from writing out your prayers up in the sky. 10 days on the road are barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove. It's the light in your eyes that makes him warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old fun feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him how you spend your time. What's the latest thing the neighbors say? And your mother called last Friday. Sunshine made her cry, and you felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes the sofa feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again.
Marcia, we can't hear you.
Oh, I forgot to unmute myself. Thank you, Sheen. Yeah, I feel so warm and happy.
Thank you.
Fireplace burning. And Babette was clapping for you. It's so nice we're all together. Thanks again, Sheen. And before I continue with our next act, I must say that the silent auction is still running, and you can write to Abby if you need help signing up, or to Virginie. And then they're still waiting there for you to bid on all these wonderful items and activities. So when you want some fresh air, you just step out with Guillaume for their rock climbing. Or you want something beautiful for your living room, we have some wonderful artwork. We have a big artwork, like 30 by 40, 36 by 36 to grace your homes. Also, moving forward, we're thinking about ATD Fourth World, and people have been active in ATD, and this next singer is a woman of many talents. She's been a Fourth World volunteer. She's also a teacher at elementary school, preschool. She teaches French, and she's gonna sing for us in English. So please welcome Babette, who's gonna sing a Roy Orbison song from the 1960s called Blue Bayou. Take it away, Babette.
J'ai beau chercher, je ne peux pas trouver d'autre garçon à aimer que celui que j'ai rencontré à Blue Bayou. Dans les cours et dans les bars, il chantait sur sa guitare pour quelques francs, pour quelques dollars à Blue Bayou. Je crois que j'aimerais retourner à Blue Bayou, où les gens sont beaux, où le ciel est chaud à Blue Bayou. Sur le bateau blanc ou quelques bateaux dans un rayon de nuit, descendu par hasard sur la guitare qui dort avec lui. Gonna see my baby again. Gonna meet with some of my friends. Maybe I'll feel better again on Blue Bayou. 7 nickels, 7 dimes, working till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happiest time on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come once met to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou. Where was fishing boat, where the sailor float, il va dans d'ici. That famille sunrise, to sleepy eyes, oh happy, happy. Des chemins d'opale, une voile, la lune rouge encerclée d'étoiles. J'ai beau chercher, ne peux trouver mieux que lui pour moi. Mon bonheur est au bout d'un rendez-vous à Blue Bayou.
Thank you, Babette. And I might note that accompanying her on the piano is Brad Ross. Bradford Ross is also, he's played piano for us for our holiday parties and our open mics when we were in person. So it's good to hear him with you. Thank you so much, Babette. And now we're gonna switch gears from song to dance. And one of my friends asked me what I do besides going to dance after we came out from quarantine. And Susan when I told her I work with ATD Fourth World, and she said, "What's the most fun thing you do there?" And I said, "Well, it's running the open mic night and the fundraiser for the Festival of Arts and Learning." And she said, "Oh, I want to participate." So we have a new friend in our circle, Susan, and our mutual teacher, David, have prepared a wonderful surprise for us. So please enjoy. Thank you, Susan and David. I love dancing. I learned the hustle too, properly, although we did it like crazy back in the 80s. So thanks again, and I hope you all enjoyed that. But there'll be more time to dance again later. But now we're going to switch gears to another old favorite from Neil Young. Who's a fan of Neil Young? Wonderful singer from the 70s. Virginie, our New York team leader, is going to sing for us now. And what's really cool about this, Virginie picked up the guitar during the pandemic and has been working really hard. So I'm just delighted that no matter what obstacles we face, this ATD family, man, just keeps trooping. So welcome, Virginie.
Lover, there will be another one who'll hover over you beneath the sun. Tomorrow, see the thing that never come today. When you see me fly away without you, shadowing the things you know, feathers fall around you and show you the way to go. It's nestled in your wings, my See me fly away without you. Shadow on the things you know. Feathers fall around you and show you the way to go. It's over. It's
Thank you, Virginie. Let's everyone take a deep breath and just, I see in the chat some wonderful images. Oh my. So wherever you are in your imagination, we're going to continue on the journey. Also, don't forget, check the silent auction and get ready for our next song, which is coming from Spain. We welcome Alvaro from the International Leadership Team and his daughter Laura, who are going to sing for us The Dreamer with Laura from Adele, 2008. Enjoy.
daydreamer sitting on the sea, sucking up the sun. He is a real lover, making up the past and feeling up this girl like he's never felt a figure before.
Thank you, Alvaro and Laura. I think I see a thing in the chat. If you want to hear more from Alvaro and Laura, we will write to them in Spain and ask them. Maybe they would share more, and we could look it up on YouTube or something. We'll see. I understand Laura is 15. We have another young singer coming up in the second half of the show, but I want to say the next is a family act coming up. We're going to have Johan and his son Simon are going to play for us Hey Jude. Do you remember the Beatles, 1968? Okay, well, Johan, take it away.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start
Oh, mercy. Thank you, Joanne and Simon. I think it must be wonderful practicing at your house and everybody's house. Again, where could I go listen to this any day of the week? So we're going to put this on YouTube afterwards so you can enjoy it again at your leisure. But welcome again, 84th World Festival of Arts and Learning fundraiser. So I see that we don't have any activity in the silent auction yet, but you'll have time at intermission to check that and go shopping. Now we're going to change gears from the family time. It's still father and son, but we're doing it outdoors in center of France. Please welcome our guest from Christiane Petrov, introduced us to her nephew Alban and his son Miguel, who are going to play for you some live music outdoors. That's so cool. Thank you, Alban and Miguel. Now, we're going to take a brief intermission, and Monica is going to play for us a little sponsors video. These are people that, if we were live and in our own open mic cafe, they've provided wine and cheese and goodies over the years. So while we play the sponsor video, you can listen to the music of another wonderful supporter, Joey Martinez. He and Teresa have been really part of the Fourth World Movement for a few years now, coming to People's University, being part of the preparation for the Festival of Arts and Learning, and preparation for this too. So I would like everybody to get up, stretch, go to the restroom, get some more refreshments, and we'll see you in 7 minutes. All right, enjoy the music. Be back in 7 minutes, and you can shop in the silent auction. Will be open during the intermission. So see you soon. Bye. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Music for the Children, a virtual open mic night. You know, this is our second virtual meeting, and it's really wonderful that we have people from all over New York City, from all over the United States. Our board member, Christian, just joined us. Welcome, Christian, and welcome, everybody. I see you there enjoying the music. And we will be giving you news about the Festival of Arts and Learning later this summer. But first, let's be here tonight. So I want to welcome Christian's nephew again, Alban Salon, this time with all of his students. They're in Spain and they're having a good time. Welcome, Alban. Oh my goodness. That is, I'm with you, Vivette. It's so wonderful that people of all ages can practice music. You can learn something new. Man, that's what I like about ATD Fourth World. Is people from all walks of life come together for our main purpose is to stop poverty. And through that, to do that, we make relationships with the families in so many different ways. Our next song is going to be about a revolutionary on the border of Mexico back in the day. And our friend Scott Williamson is going to sing for us, Pancho and Lefty, accompanied by Brad Ross on the piano. Take it away, Scott. Thank you for being with us.
Living on the road, my friend, was gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breasts as hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye and sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit boss. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, in the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words, but that's the way it goes. All the Federalists say could have had him any day, only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they lay poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, and where he got the bread to go, there ain't nobody knows. All the Federalists say we could have had him any day, only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Poets tell how Pancho fell. Lefty's living in a cheap motel. Desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold. So the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. And now he's growing old. All the Federalists say could have had him any day, only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Few gray Federalists say could have had him any day, we only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose.
Thank you, Scott. Everybody's applauding for you. That's quite a story. You know, and I looked up Pancho's story again, and I found out that he was also fighting against poverty and oppression. And oh, the other thing I want to tell you, in the background, Monica is our tech wizard today. She's our United Nations representative. And, you know, Fourth World New York team's been responsible for the advocacy at the United Nations together with the international leadership team. So here we're coming back to America, but with an interesting twist. We're also going to see some dancing and movement from our very own Monica and her friend Brenda. They're going to take us to Bollywood. Welcome, Monica. Show us your stuff. Thank you, dear Monica. Woohoo! I hope you teach us that dance again. It's pretty cool. So thank you from Bangladesh to France to New York. As I said before, Monica is wears another hat as our UN representative, but it's wonderful how creative our whole team is. And I'm going to introduce them all later. Or no, right now. Our next performance will be from Caitlin. Caitlin's going to sing for us a classic hymn called Just As I Am. Just As I Am, but in Korean. Welcome, Caitlin, who's been in New Jersey throughout the whole pandemic, staying safe, but soon she'll be coming back to New York. All right, Caitlin, the floor is yours. Take the stage.
내 모습 이대로 사랑하시네 연약한 그대로 사랑하시네 나의 모든 발걸음 주가 하시나니 날 인도하소서 내 모습 이대로 사랑하시네 연약한 그대로 사랑하시네 나의 모든 발걸음 주가 하시나니 날 인도하소서 주의 날개 아래 거하는 것 주의 임재 아래 거하는 것 나의 가장 큰 소망 나의 가장 큰 은혜 주와 함께 동행하는 일 주의 날개 아래 거하는 것 주의 임재 아래 거하는 것 나의 가장 큰 소망 나의 가장 큰 은혜 주와 함께 동행하는 일
Ah, thank you, Caitlin. You can just feel the heart in that. It's all about heart. Thank you, everybody, for your applause. Hey, see that? Whew. I'll just take that in, just as I am. Actually, it was composed in 1835. I looked it up by Charlotte. So anyway, enough of the trivia. I'm going to share our next performer coming up. He's going to do a spoken word. And this member of ATD Fourth World has been around through several teams and worked with all of us in People's University, holiday parties, at the Festival of Arts and Learning as a facilitator. She's in France right now, so I think it was kind of hard to stay up late and be with us in the Zoom, but she's sharing with us this wonderful story and her experience in the Festival of Arts and Learning as a facilitator. So welcome, Marie-Claire.
Good evening. I'm glad to be with you tonight and help support the program of art and learning in Brownsville. I remember participating to the program, to the festival a few years ago, and I think the theme was beautify our community garden. For that festival, I brought in a terrarium a worm and a snail, and we looked at them with the children, some of them even there, touching them and holding them in their hands. They were very interested. At the end of the day, we let them go in the lawn to do their job. That's what brings me tonight to read this poem from Murray Oliver called Snails. Here it is. You stand inside the lime green house of the salt marsh and you hear a faint, gritty music. It does not rise, then fall like the wind surrounding a distant corner. It does not explode suddenly like the heron when rustled up from the glossy storeroom of water. It simply remains dull and constant. It is everywhere. And then you see them. Snails. Snails gliding on the sticky thumb of their bodies, up and down the stems of blades of the marsh grass and across the damp sand, everywhere, sucking and scraping whatever it is to eat. Algae, things too small to have a name that you know. Above the hurried murmur of the draining water, the snails, flowing and eating, are making the sound you hear. You do not find their tufts of their bodies attractive. When you look at them, nothing happens. Not like the startle of your heart when the heron rises. Still, you know this moment is important, like a page from an ancient document found in a dusty jar or in a dry cave. Who are we? What are our chances? What have made the terrible mistake we must turn from or perish? The snails are everywhere, nibbling, sucking, climbing the billows of sand, shuffling up into the marshes, by the millions, all doing something incredible, not pretty, but incredible. You lift your own delicate hands, you touch your lips.
Thank you, Marie-Claire. That's beautiful. The art of storytelling. Sometimes in the Festival of Arts and Learning, we've brought a storyteller to share with the children, and it's a wonderful thing. And it was lucky one year when we were at the festival, all of a sudden it was a gorgeous day like today in New York. And then all of a sudden at 3 o'clock, these big clouds rolled in and we had a thunderstorm. We all had to run indoors into the Tenants Association. And there, the storyteller, we sat on the ground and we listened to the storyteller. So we might do that because this year, the theme of the festival is summer. All the aspects of summer, travel, adventure, playing outdoors. So we're going to find out. We're going to coordinate that. And if you want to be part of the team that brings the festival to Brownsville, you can contact Virginie or Guillaume and write to us in the chat. Then what other goodies do we have? Our next singer actually sang with the kids in Story Garden this year. And all our little friends got to have a moment to feel like a star and sing with Julia. Julia is going to sing a famous song from Amy Winehouse called Valerie. Julia, take the stage.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. And I think of all these things like what you're doing. And in my head I paint a picture. Cause since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess. And I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Did you have to go to jail? Put your house up on for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? Hope you didn't catch a tan. Hope you found the right man who'll fix it for ya. Are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? Did you have to pay the fine? You was dodging all the time. Are you still dizzy? 'Cause since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess. I missed your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, why don't you come on over, Valerie? Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Julia. Bravo. Everybody, man, just a voice and a guitar. You all are going to go far. I think It's been a wonderful evening with everybody's singing and sharing their talent and their support for the Festival of Arts and Learning. And now, for our last act, we have our very own Babette who's going to sing for us again. This time, she's going to sing a very famous song. Let's see, even though she translated to French, if you can guess what it is. Babette, take it away. Whoops, my bad. I'm rushing. Before we conclude with Babette's song, I want to introduce Virginie, our New York team leader, and she's going to share the experience of reopening Story Garden in Brownsville. Virginie, thank you so much. Floor is yours.
Months ago, the Story Garden team resumed our weekly presence in Brownsville, and we are so happy to be back because this is a wonderful community that we really enjoy to be with, and it seems so meaningful even more now to be with the children and their parents and to build some moment of togetherness, to share the joy of creating together, of playing together, of just being together. Because of the pandemic, we could not go back to Brownsville in 2020 as soon as we had hoped to. So in June of last year, we started to have conversation with the parents to see how we could be back to the neighborhood in a safe way, because we really felt that the life of the children had become so much behind the screen online that the Story Garden could be an opportunity for them and for us to be back together. So we had some exchange by text first with the parents, and one mother told me, please come back. The Story Garden could be the most beautiful thing that could happen to the children this summer. So we came back last summer, and we had a wonderful summer with the children. We met many new kids. We renewed with kids that we've known for some of them since 2017, since we started Garden. And I would like to share an interesting story. We met a mother and her 3 daughters last July, and we realized that we knew each other from 3 years ago, but they never came to the Story Garden. And I asked them, how come that it took you 3 years to come back? And the mother told me, with the pandemic, the children are so isolated. I feel that now the Story Garden is very needed in our life. So we had that wonderful summer until last November. We had to do a pause because of the winter, and we are back since April. And every week, I really measure how welcome we are by the community. For example, last week, a father asked me if we need anything, tea, lemonade, and I really saw it as a sign of support from this family. We are now starting to plan with the children the Festival of Arts and Learning. They are all very excited with the theme of summer, and some of them showed us, you see the tree, the flower, we love that so much. So there is really this joy of being outside, of creating outside, and it seems to be a very promising summer. So I really want to thank all of you for making it possible, and I really hope that we'll be able to share with you the beautiful thing that will be happening during the summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Virginie. Thank you, everyone, for being here. It's a lot of wonderful voices. And that's one of our mottos in ATD Fourth World, is that the voices of the people with lived experience of poverty can be heard. At the UN, right down to the corner block. So with no further ado, we're getting close to the end of our show. I don't know, how's this our introduction going, Abby? Could you unmute yourself and tell us what that bidding process is doing?
Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to see everybody, and it's been an absolutely incredible evening. Thank you, Marcia, for your wonderful hosting, and Virginie and Caitlin for your talents. And I know Guillaume has an auction item. I know someone out there has a family member or they themselves want to learn how to rock climb and like boulder in Central Park. So you should definitely look into that. If you want to do some very, very, very early Christmas shopping, shameless plug, I donated some charms that you can use as stitch markers, or you can make a bracelet for yourself. There's still seats left in Marie Claire's cooking class, and trust me, you will have so much fun, and you will learn how to make choux buns, which are these little pastries that you can either fill with something savory like cheese, or you can fill with like cream, like you would find in like a Boston cream donut. They are delicious. You can make them gluten-free. I made them with gluten-free flour and they were delicious. So definitely get your seat for the cooking class with Marie Claire. And there are also some really lovely art and home items. So yeah, and then of course there are the book and the Stop Poverty t-shirt from ATD Fourth World. So if you need an auction ticket number, please chat me in the chat, and I'll put the Google Doc in the chat as well again, so you can see what's there. Thanks so much, Marcia.
Yes, thank you, Abby. That's wonderful. Oh, and if anybody hasn't read the book yet, Diana Skelton, who was a volunteer here in the New York team in the early 2000s, she wrote this book on her experience in Story Garden and bringing the youth to speak at the United Nations. It's a very moving story, again, about bringing people from two worlds together and facing our fears of change. So it's called Until the Sky Turns Silver. And it's very reasonable. It's a very nice read. All right. So thank you. Our last act, as I started to say before, I messed up reading my QCs. Sorry. Now we're going to reintroduce Babette, who's going to sing for us, as I said, a very famous song, which you're all welcome to dance to. So stand up and you can stretch and take it away, Marie Claire.
Va danser toutes les danses que tu veux dans les bras de ceux qui t'entraînent au loin. Va sourire des sourires merveilleux pour les danseuses qui te tiennent la main. Mais n'oublie pas que ce sera toi qui conduiras ce soir chez moi. Garde bien la dernière danse pour moi. Il y a quelquefois des refrains plus forts que le vin qui vous montent à la tête.
That was wonderful, Vivette. Oh man, save the last dance. So that is our last performance this evening. Everybody, you can open up your cameras now, and Monica's gonna give us a gallery so we can see all of you and blow kisses and hugs to each other. This is our ATD Fourth World family, and it's beautiful how we supported each other and the Festival of Arts and Learning that's coming up. Thank you, Babette.
Thank you.
I'd like you to pin, Monica, could you pin Josiane's picture on the screen as well?
I can't see video start.
Josiane, you
Okay.
have to put your video on.
Okay. I'm here.
We're still getting used to Zoom.
Bravo, everybody. That was wonderful. Wonderful.
So next year we invite our friends.
Then invite more people next year. Exactly, Babette. But
We
this
need
is
more people.
it's Babette and Josiane were the guests that kept this engine going, that we could do this fundraiser tonight.
We
And
need
I-
more people.
from the
Maybe
bottom of my heart.
we have to find a way and us to think about it.
Thank you, Babette. And this was actually Babette's brainstorm years ago, that we would have an open mic, a coffee house kind of environment, and all our friends over the years are still with us. Thank you, Josiane, for bringing us Ben, and then we had Sheen and Scott, and our own team, all the singers. So guys, I give Josiane and Babette a hand. All right.
No, bravo to everybody. Everybody, you're all great.
Next year we have 100 guests,
100 guests, yes.
all invited to help us.
Help us raise money for Festival of Arts and Learning. That was our goal, and we reached our goal. It's a very successful evening. Thank you, everybody. And before we go home, I want to introduce the New York team who've been very supportive. Without Monica, this wouldn't have happened because she worked day and night to put the videos into this wonderful stream, and we worked hard to make the internet work for us. Thank you, universe. The internet worked tonight. And thank all of you. But I want to bring up Virginie and Guillaume, Caitlin, Kirsten, Christina Diaz, Monica, and myself. We are the New York team. So we look forward to a wonderful summer. All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Kirsten's our newest volunteer, and we have Soraya with us from Canada. Christina has been here in New York forever. She's a New Yorker now, even though she's originally from Spain. We love you all. We love. And where's Soraya? Soraya was working with us from Montreal. She's been Monica's right hand at the UN. Thank you, Soraya. And they have a story garden in Montreal. So we had some wonderful meetings this year that Kirsten and Soraya organized, so where we were sharing knowledge about the story garden. So enough talking from me. I wish you all a beautiful summer. If yes, Virginie.
Thank you, Marcia.
You're welcome. And this is a really rare time to see me wearing makeup, but
Thank you so much, Marcia, for all the stress, because it's a very stressed time.
Oh, but you made me smile, Babette. Thank you for the coffee at Venero's with Josiane and Babette. We had some very nice meetings with cake. Then also, before we go, we're going to see the people from our national team. Karen couldn't make it tonight, and Maria also couldn't make it, but Virginie and Guillaume are part of our national coordinating team, and they're leading us into the next decade of ATD Fourth World USA. So thank you, Virginie and Guillaume, and Maria and Karen. So we're going to send them the video, and hopefully they'll watch it one night. And thank you, Christian, and thank you, everybody, for being with us. And now, before we go, we're going to leave the Zoom open for a while. If you want to continue to chat, you can participate in the silent auction. You can talk with each other. But Monica's going to play the slideshow from the beginning with the music, some ukulele whistling music, so you can whistle all the way home. It's been a wonderful being together, and thank you all for your gifts of talent, and thank you for your gifts for the festival.
Thank you, Marcia.
Have a good night. Mwah. Take it away, Monica. See you soon.
Thank you, everybody.
In person.
So, we cannot talk, no? What should we do now? Go out?
Elodie, hi, Elodie. Hi, Delphia. Thank you.
Just press play.
That was an awesome show. It was really awesome. It was beautiful. Mhm. Great job, great job. Great job.
Is she wanting
Is that really necessary? Oh, yes, it is.
Marsha? Marsha? Maybe you'll have some classes left on First Avenue on 10th Street from the auction.
Yes, if you still want to join the auction, like which classes do you want? The cooking class, Christian?
No, I don't know. I just would like to participate, but I don't know how to do it now, you know. So
Oh, no problem. Okay, so I'll sign you up, Christian. I thought maybe you wanted to come do a hustle at the Fourth World House. I'm open to that. I didn't put it on the auction sheet, but if anybody wants, it's free. You can come, we could have dance night when we can be closer together. All right, Christian, so I'll put you down for the cooking class. You got it.
okay.
Thank you.
All right, bye everyone. I didn't see that everyone left because I could just see my full screen.
Yeah, don't put the gallery views. I could see
So
everybody.
everything went well. It's over.
That's great. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Virginia, Monica, and Abby. It's good to have you back. Now that we know you just work up the block, I meet you in Madison Park for lunch if you want. You just let me know.
That would be great. Yeah, come to have lunch.
Yeah, maybe we could all troop up there.
That would be lovely. Yeah.